welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So I'm back with another video. This is Adorning My Locks part 7.1 yarn swap 4 colors. Please stay tuned. So first you're going to need a latch hook. This is going to help you to undo the knots at the bottom of your yarn. So you just want to go ahead and slide the tip of your latch hook under your knots and go ahead and pull the yarn out. So you're going to do this about 2 or 3 times because we did knot the yarn at the bottom of our lock a few times just to make sure it was nice and secure. So be careful when you're doing this as well because you don't want to accidentally poke yourself. And then once you have all your knots unraveled, you're going to go ahead and unravel your yarn. Clearly I really secured these knots, so you can just go ahead and pull those out. Once you finally do, go ahead and unravel your yarn. So you're just going to unravel whatever colors that you want to swap out. So for this tutorial I did wind up swapping out all the colors because that blue I did remove in previous tutorials because I'm going to swap it out with a different purple. So I did need to remove all the colors. So to start off, we're going to place our yarn behind our lock. So when I say behind, I mean the side that's closest to you, and we're going to hold down that short end. So this part is very important. You want to make sure that short end is nice and secure when you're holding it down because you want to make sure that none of the ends are sticking out when you wrap the longer part around the lock. So you want to make sure it's nice and tight and secure, and then begin to wrap your lock. So you want to make sure when you are wrapping your yarn around your lock that you're only moving the yarn. You're not doing like a 2-strand twist kind of method. You want to make sure that your lock is stationary and you're just wrapping the yarn around it. So if you are having problems securing your yarn around your lock, that's probably what it is. So just make sure that you're holding your lock nice and steady and then just wrapping your yarn around it. So after I get the desired amount of yarn for this color around my lock, I'm just going to go ahead and trim off that longer piece and then go ahead and switch colors. So I'm literally going to do the same thing that I did at starting the lock. I'm just going to make sure that I'm holding down the 2 shorter ends instead of the 1. So I reached the point where I feel like this is enough of this color, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim off that extra long part and then go ahead and add on my next color. So we're going to repeat the steps that we did before. So for this tutorial, I'm not adding any charms or beads like I did in the previous tutorial. So it is pretty simple and a little bit repetitive. So I'm just going to let you guys watch until we get to the end. But like I said before, if you have any questions or anything, just please don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section below. I always try to do my best to make sure I'm answering everybody's comments as well. So now that we reached the end, we're going to go ahead and secure our yarn. So instead of cutting off the longer part of the yarn, we're just going to tie a few knots. So you want to bring your yarn over the front of your fingers and then bring it through that loop and pull it nice and tight. So this is going to create a few knots. So you want to do this about 3 or 4 times just to make sure that the bottom of your yarn is nice and secure. So even if one of your knots does come undone, you've done this enough times that it'll be nice and secure either way. And then after we get done tying our knots, we're just going to go ahead and cut off that longer end. So you want to go ahead and cut off that longer end of the yarn, and if you did it correctly, this is how it should look. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. And once again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.